So this is a rough overview of how I did my effect shot. For the first teleport, we had to use multiple clips and I had to cut in between them. And then the second shot had to be a simple mask. And then this shot is where it got complicated because I had moved the paper in front, and I also had to mask myself out. So it took quite a bit of masking to fix it. And you can still see there's a slight triangular fragment in front of the cup where I just couldn't get it to quite work. But as it's like a second long, I can get away with it really. But the way I did it was mask around Indy, so she's from a different scene, and the whole background is a different take, and that's how I moved the paper closer. Luckily, I'd taken enough takes to be able to mix between them. But the last shot is opening the freezer. Annoyingly, I get the hairdryer in there in the actual shot. I tried to mask out the hairdryer, but I couldn't get it to work. So it's in the original full edit, but it's the best I could do, I think. Again, as it's like a couple of frames, it's not that big of a deal. But after finishing all the masking, I did one last mask and blurred it and lowered the opacity to get the effect of movement or camera blur. And I put it in the direction she was running, and I put it in the direction she was leaving, and that was it. The biggest continuity issue is the windows in the background going from daylight to nighttime, because I had to reshoot this after trying to edit. I realised the clip I filmed earlier in the day didn't work in post, so I had to redo the shots and replan the pacing and the spots that she stops. And I would have filmed it during the day, but my friend needed his camera back, so I had to just make do. I think if I were to do it again, I would go for a flatter framing so that there's less noise and just objects in the foreground and background, because it's quite busy, which made it difficult in the post process. I think next time I will definitely plug my camera into a TV or a bigger monitor, so for playback it makes it a lot easier to spot any continuity or any of the physical effects on screen, so the fan or the hairdryer.